215. She's 215 according to that.
Or maybe in a different order.
Well, according to her answers right there regarding strength of preference and other things, they would be 215. She might be changing her answers because giving me answers that I want to hear, but that would be consistent with 2 anyway. Right? So that's okay. If it does skew that way, it skews that way. If she were like a 4, she'd be like, no, I'm not helpful. Or I'm not blah. So, okay, I think she's probably a 215. I think she may be a 216.
I think 5 makes sense on some level.
Let me see. What's 216 called and what's 215 called? Try, type, 215. The mentor. Wikipedia. I want to look at the Wikipedia thing. Wikipedia. I saw it not that long ago. I think it's by the bed. All right, so you're either the mentor or the supporter. You think you're the supporter? She identifies with the name supporter more than mentor.
And which one was that?
216.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think.
You describe me as a mentor, but I describe myself as a supporter.
Okay, who would describe you as a mentor? People who come to you for advice about stuff?
Being hair. Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. So, 215 or 216? She thinks of herself being a supporter more, feels more comfortable with that name, but other people describe her more as a mentor. I think 6 is more likely for an SFJ. I mean, I think 6 is more likely for an SFJ than a 5.
Yeah, but you do find INTPs with 8.
That's true, but that makes more sense to me than a 5 with an SFJ. An 8 with an INTP makes a lot more sense than a 5 with an SFJ, because SFJs are either, well, actually a third slot TI would make sense that you would value that, but hey Kimberly,
Yeah.
if I have either football or basketball but not both, and I don't have a basketball, what can we conclude?
Say that again.
If I have either a football or a basketball, and I don't have both, and I don't have a basketball, what can we conclude? Okay. You got basic reasoning skills, you know?
Of course.
I don't mean to be anthropological. Some people don't, dude. If I ask that question of an ENFP, they have no fucking idea how to answer it. Okay, well, yeah, I think she's third or fourth slot TI, you know?
Well, that's obvious.
So then we're talking definite SFJ. The question is, which one is it? You know?
You're supposed to know this.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm talking out with Susie. Susie's skeptical because obviously I would like you to be an ISFJ because that would be like neat fit. It would be like, fuck yeah, I got a duel, right? So obviously there's wishful thinking, but I'm well aware of that fact and have been hesitant to even float the notion that you are an ISFJ. But increasingly the data suggests me you are an introvert.
No, you haven't said one thing that really says that.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, as I hang out with her a lot, things that convince me that she's an introvert include how we interact. But there's things that suggest extrovert, which include her assertiveness and pushback. I think ISFJs are less assertive than that in pushback. That suggests ESFJ. But in terms of her, she's got a certain perceiviness about her. You know, it gives her less definitiveness than Susie's. No, you haven't said anything. That blah 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 blah. She's more squishy than that. You know. So, I don't know. I may figure out a way to justify her being ISFJ for the sake of the broader narrative. I think it would be a good idea.
Does it not make sense that her NI is in the same slot as your FI?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Then you should go with that.
That would be ESFJ.
Exactly.
Okay, well, but that's not the only conclusion one can draw from things. First of all, ESFJs don't tend to do drugs and alcohol.
Tend to.
Okay, well, we're talking about things that are consistencies. Now, non-officially, for the sake of argument, she smokes a fair amount of weed. So, you know, that's not consistent with ESFJs in general because ESFJs are less self-attending than ISFJs.
Okay.
I want to get that a screenshot of your facial expression right there, and then put underneath it the word skeptical.
Yeah.
There's a perfect meme. Yeah, Eric. You're making lots of sense.
She's agreeing to disagree with you.
Well, she knows how I feel about agreeing to disagree.
Hence, why she.
All right. Well, I want you. Well, look. This also. What else does it explain more than anything else? Is probably the strongest proof of all. I didn't experience clear, non-disputable capital Q elation during a quadruple. So that would suggest she's not an ESFJ. Because we know for a fact that quadrupling causes an extraordinary rush of elation. She's convinced now. Don't worry.
No, but does Kimberly find all this stuff interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about all this, Kimberly?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I've got some really good news, you guys. I want to share this with everybody. This is really important.
Is it the that thing?
Oh yeah, she
The
found her
thing, the thing you were annoying about yesterday.
Everybody can stop panicking. She found it.
Yeah, but how is that bad NI?
Because it's not that big of a deal, right? But she spent hours looking for this badge, talking to, I think, about this badge, and you can get paid for any of those hours, right? I mean, these employers when she walks in the door, they should get down on their knees and go, all praise is due Kimberly for being such an amazing employee. She shouldn't be fretting about losing her fucking badge. You know? That's why it's bad NI, according to me. It's like not being able to tell what's important.
That's your opinion.
Susie,
it has nothing to do with functions.
You just want to disagree with me about everything. That's all. You're just emotional, Susie. You're just being an INFP.
Clearly.
She's saying you're being emotional.
Me?
Yes.
Kimberly, you know better than that.
I do.
I don't get emotional. I'm not moist.
Not during cock week.
She calls this first week on speed cock week. Because apparently I'm being a cock or being cocky or something. I figure,
and you're gonna act like you don't know that?
Susie, you are just throwing me in the goddamn wood thresher today. What is the problem with you? I did nothing to deserve all this contradictory talk from you.
I'm supporting Kimberly here.
I'm in a rave, okay? I do appreciate that, Susie. I know. I appreciate the support. You being on Kimberly's side makes me all the more, although I'm all the way 100% already this, all praises Arch Admin Susie. Are you going to work now? Let me go walk you to your car.
Bye, Susie.
Bye bye.
And I'm going to be picking off.
Okay, well, the tortoises need food.
Okay, well, give them food and tortoises.
Well,
Okay.
over, you gotta move your car out.
Okay. This one is for you. Got a little bit left in it. Getting out of the other direction.
Want to see me fight two old dudes? There you go.
Who recorded it?
What, me? Bad manners? Yeah. I was willing to move to the side. It's just they wanted me to move away. And I'm like, Jesus, who made you king of the gigs?
You guys like playing a game together or something?
No, we just posted a video.
Oh. Okay. I'll look at it.
I just got into a fight with two old men at a jazz festival.
This is you?
I'm filming, yeah.
The just the music and the song and the lyrics that's going on at the same time is also hilarious. Like,
I know.
I know.
I
Watch
noticed
the whole
that
thing?
also.
Just from the point where it gets testy.
I just got you on camera and sold me.
What? Eric just left?
Imagine having those three old bastards bothering you.
That's funny. That music in the background really is good.
I might try and isolate the voices and then put some Prodigy in the background. Let's smack my bitch up.
But you didn't really smack them, did you?
No, but I'm just I'm not. I wouldn't go with the narrative element because that song's saying like "Don't stand close to me" or whatever it's fucking saying.
Mhm.
I'm just in it for the synth and the sort of rage of the song. But if you've got a better suggestion,
Oh, it's good as it is.
see, this is why I don't go out. I don't go to nightclubs because there it's not old geezers who I'd probably be able to fucking floor.
Mm.
Some other cunt, you know, and I'm not doing anything again. I just think it's because they sense that I'm INFJ and probably better than them.
Duh.
But in this case, they clearly just thought they could push me around a bit, but I was absolutely aware that I could have just headbutted them and, you know, oh, then it's my fault. Then they're going to court to decide if it's my fault.
Huh?
I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll see you guys later.
I have a confession to make. I just found your Facebook.
Me?
Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't bother me. I'll give you my Facebook.
Okay.
It-
I feel
it's
so
just
creepy
not what
doing
I've
that,
been
but the internet makes it too easy for a curious person. So
don't even know what I've got there. Probably some racist stuff.
you got racist stuff there?
Yeah, because of course I say racist stuff.
You're a
No,
racist?
No. Communists are evil. I wasn't fully woke.
You weren't fully woke?
Yeah. Still going on about Muslims are bad, you know, because of terrorism and shit.
Mm. Why do you keep doing that? Or is that your internet doing that?
Who's doing what?
Well, you keep leaving the room and joining. Like, are
What?
you like refreshing your page or something?
No, it's not me.
Huh. Weird. It's weird.
Haven't received the ad yet.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. That's
No.
that's an old one. That's that's October. I was last on that because I kept getting kicked off for saying shit like, you know, Muslims worship a paedophile, things like that. Just facts. Even when I didn't like, I thought that Muslims were to blame for terrorism, stuff like that. I did keep everything fact based, and you would get kicked off Facebook and things like that. And so that obviously annoyed me.
Well, I can't even add you anyways. There's no add friend option for some reason. Yeah, I can message you, but I can't. There's no add friend. Wait, nope. Yeah, I can't.
I don't really use Facebook, really. If you go to Sean Train Murdoch, that's a more recent one, but yeah, this was a funny message I got from somebody on Facebook. Now, I just, you know, like a lot of people, I just regularly prune the Facebook friends, and this guy was doing a lot of too much toilet. I like toilet humor, but too much toilet humor. He just needed to give it a flush, and he kept doing it and stuff, and he was just banging on about banal shit and thinking he was smart when he really wasn't. So I didn't, instead of arguing with him, because and I remember before he did get butt hurt and stuff, I just took him off, and he messaged me back like, why have you you know, unfriended me? And I was like, it's nothing personal. I just, you know, we hadn't said anything to each other in a long time, and because I'd sent him something, and he just fucking ignored me. So, and then he a few weeks later he messages me on. Oh, you're not here. Oh, who am I talking to? Babaloo bow.
You guys hear me?
Affirmative.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just saying, host, about these people on Facebook. I had a Facebook friend, and I pruned him because he was using too much toilet humor, which I don't mind, but he didn't message me back when I sent him something, and so I was like, well, you know, all we really talk about is fucking movies and shit like that, and he always gets butthurt if nobody likes the movies he likes. So I was like, I don't really want, you know, I'd just rather prune him. And he messaged me back, he was angry about it, and then a few weeks later he messaged me again and says this: please don't block me this time. I'm talking to you because we actually were good friends, I thought. I have time for everyone. Me. Okay, pal. Him. What the heck happened here? 1 minute we're all cool, then nothing? Me. Just different personality types, mate. Like I said, some people don't like big groups. Him. Yeah, my personality type was being friendly and enjoying your presence. Yours was turning into a rude for no reason. Your loss. Fuck, I'm so over people like you. Just changing like that. I don't even know why you would have an issue with me. I try to be a good person and do the right thing, and I always attract people who treat me like shit. Well, fuck you. You lost a great friend. Blocked.
Were you the one that said "fuck you"? You lost a great friend, or was that him?
No, that was all him. That was all
Oh, okay.
crazy. That was him.
Okay. Wow. I was gonna say, wow, jeez, you really think
Yet
very well
another
of yourself.
email.
Is he like an ENFP or something?
I'm nowhere near good enough to detect the types, but yeah, I just don't know.
Right.
Probably didn't know him well enough to know anyway.
Yeah.
Another meeting has been
That's fun.
scheduled for you to ignore.
Please don't block me again.
Blocked. Please don't block me again. I want to block you this time.
But he blocked you, or you blocked him?
Do you know what? I don't even think I blocked him, to be honest. I just took, because he's got two profiles and I've got two profiles, and I think I just took him off one of my profiles, the one that I was using at the time, and then when I got banned from that one and went to the other one, I think he must have noticed, and then came back with this. But you know, it's like the first part of it. If I went to someone like that and I said, you know, please don't block me. I thought we were actually good friends. I've got time for you. But and someone was nice enough to say, okay, pal. I just chill. But he wants answers. He wants justifications. He wants explanations. You can't just take it on face value that I was trying to. That I just like smaller groups and that it was nothing personal.
Yeah.
It's called issues, isn't it?
Yes. Something's wrong with you, but
No, I just thought I'd let people know because it's funny. It's always funny. Freakouts are funny. Other people's freakouts.
It's cold in here. You too.
oh Jesus. Seriously? What? I've already told you no. Whoops. Does that happen frequently with you, Sean? With people, like your friends doing stuff like that? Or getting upset with you?
Not my friends. No, I wouldn't really describe that person as a friend. It was just a casual acquaintance who we may have had some conversation about film and stuff like that. But I don't really see that as forming a friendship. Well, it could if that person had for instance, responded to a message that I'd sent them.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't, so it's not. I can't see that as a friendship.
Yeah.
It's my friends reportedly value me very highly, so I'm not concerned about things like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it happen to you a lot?
No, because I usually don't try and make friends with people. Well, I did have like a neighbor that like I was kind of friends with. Not really, like just more like friendly acquaintances, but she got really upset because I never ever hung out with her, but I would ask her to babysit. Obviously I would pay her, it's not like I was asking her to babysit for free or whatever. And she interpreted that as like I just use people, and I don't know. So that's not fun.
Okay. Nice.
Females in general are just kind of, I don't know, it's hard to find ones that like aren't overwhelming and aren't annoying and then are actually, I guess people in general interesting enough for me to want to set aside time to hang out with them. I guess.
Yeah.
Hi, Carolyn. But I've also not been in a place long enough since like high school that I could like develop good solid friendships with people. I move around a lot, so I'm like, what's the point?
Well, I think it seems to be that nobody really does. And when people get out of high school, college, university, they can get worried. They start to get worried. And because their friend, it's not as easy to fall into friendships. It's not as easy to find people who, think your way, because you're obviously not exposed to as many people.
Yeah.
But it's not
definitely.
it's not hard. You just have to put yourself out there and go and do stuff that you actually enjoy instead of having it handed to you like you do in the education system.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And also, people have a false impression of friendship based on the fact that they were able to maintain their friendship groups by being, like I say, exposed and forced together on a daily basis in a Lord of the Flies kind of survival situation earlier on. Mm-hmm. And in obviously more of a casual social setting in college and university. But then what happens is that people realize that actually people go their own way. People go their own way, and it takes effort to maintain friendships outside, and that can be perceived as being left behind, or being ostracized from the group,
Mm-hmm.
or forgotten about. And people I've seen it. People take on a victim mentality because of that.
Yeah. Hmm. Do you hang out with people on a regular basis?
In real life?
Uh-huh. Not just like talk to them online or something.
No, well, yes and no. I smoke too much weed, and therefore you hang out with people who smoke weed. But I've got a friend who was smoking weed with, and who get on in a proper way. But again, with that, it's like a misapprehension about friendship. It's about doing things, together in a way. And when the weed smoking stops, obviously they want to be around somebody who's smoking weed, and I want to be around people who aren't smoking weed. But so I go to 12-step meetings. So I do hang around with people a lot, but it's not as a result of I want to be around with people a lot. It's because it's a really great way to stop being an addict.
Yeah.
As long as you do it in your own way. Mm-hmm. And you realise that half of them are full of shit, and you have understanding of group dynamics, which means that when some silly twat does a share and it's full of shit, everybody agrees with it and thinks it's great, and this creates a social atmosphere, and I will be rubbing up harshly against that social atmosphere like sandpaper against balls. But it's all a growing experience, or it has been. What about you? I take it that you don't. You just hang out here a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have 2 kids, and a single parent, so I kind of.
Oh right.
I hang around at home a lot. I think if it was easier to get away and have a social life, Like in real life, I would probably do that, but since it's a pain in the ass to like find babysitters and then have to like put that burden on people, and I don't like doing that. I
God,
just
yeah.
usually stick around.
But apparently now you never know how they're going to take it. It's like, you have to use that as part of the interview. Now, if I hire you as a babysitter, will you resent me for not wanting to hang out with you?
Oh yeah! Holy shit! Yes! Oh my god! Yeah. And also single, it's weird being like in this situations, like you married people hanging out with them feels kind of weird, and then hanging out with single people feels also kind of weird. Or like people who don't have kids, because then it's like, you know, they can like drop everything and go do something, or they can stay up super late and then be able to sleep in all day the next day, and you know, it doesn't affect them having to worry about the kids and shit. So it just gets frustrating. And then I end up getting like, I'm not resentful. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just better off staying home, I guess, right now. So this is my social outlet, for sure.
Well, it works. I mean, for many years I was on a program called Pal Talk, which is pretty much the same as this. Only more Arabs, more Muslims, and it was very good for me. You know, being an introvert sort of person, that I find social environments overwhelming. And like I was saying to Eric before, this is the kind of thing where you can tune out, or you can just remove completely a lot of those factors that are, you know, that caused by my need to keep track of factors, cause me to deplete my ability to be in public and not, you know, you get that energy draining scenario.
Yes. Yeah. Being able to check in and out whenever you want to. That's cool. Did you draw that bird? Or is that just like a picture you found online?
Yeah, it's just a picture.
Okay.
It's good drawing though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. I've seen better.
You've seen better drawings of kestrels?
I don't know. I don't usually look at pictures of kestrels. Looks like a hawk.
Yeah, a kestrel is a bird of prey. You might call them something different over there.
So, kestrel. Was it K or a C?
Raptor.
Okay.
K. Kestrel. You and your weird words. Oh.
It's like a raptor.
Falcon? Different members of the falcon. So, is that like one of your favorite types? Oh, that's a really cool looking bird.
Yeah, I just looked up the American kestrel. Looks cool. Is it my favorite bird? No, it's just a common bird of prey that you get here. You know, you don't get all the different varieties. Pretty much just get kestrel. Or it's the one you see anyway. And, you know, native to here. And I downloaded this because I wanted to make a fake NASA, well, they're all fake, but a NASA mission patch for a YouTube channel that I was going to do, you know, pointing out the hoaxes, but I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
Because I don't want the attention. The tension or the attention.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's like I've got a channel called The News Retort, and I will do some things on it sometimes, but I'm fucked if I'm going to be slamming every bullshit that they put on the news, because I'm going to get taken out.
Sound like you're joking, but you're not.
You think you'd get enough followers for you to have like a target on your back?
Well, look, I just went to a jazz festival full of old people and kids and got started on.
How did that start?
This can happen to anyone. Well, all that I was doing was just filming. I was stood there filming, and somebody asked me to move, and I did. And they asked me to move again, and I was willing to, and I moved. But you know, then they felt that they were entitled to have a direct line of sight to the stage, despite being actually really at the far back. So,
Oh,
these things happen to me. So
yeah.
I got to be careful. I say shit, triggers people.
Old people. I had a YouTube channel up for a little while. Well, I had videos up anyways. Then I didn't like the attention of it. I didn't like that like anyone could just see my videos, and I was worried that like people that knew me in real life would find them and be, you know. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I kind of want to eventually actually have another YouTube channel, but with more of a narrowed focus of how I want it to go, and something that's more, I don't know, worth talking about. Then I just kind of, when I found out about MBTI, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna like put my personality out there, you know, to help like relate with people, and then I also wanted to use it as a way to like work on being vulnerable in a way, because I guess I have a hard time with that. But yeah, I didn't like it. After a while, I was like, fuck this. I'm just no.
So you should try it again if being vulnerable is one of your goals.
Say that again?
If being vulnerable is one of your goals, and it sounds like that was one of your biggest problems with it, it sounds like it's the right thing to do to work on that. And like, you should get that on the horse.
Yeah. Well, and I also didn't really like, I had just a lot of the videos where like I look like shit in them, and that really bothered me. I didn't like that it was just sloppy. It wasn't very well constructed, and some of the things I said I didn't really want out there, or I wasn't okay with it after a little while.
Right.
So,
Yeah, but the presentation thing though, that's just a matter of that changes. That gets better as you go along. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
But it sounds like you were going down the right avenue for your objectives and for your objections.
I can't hear. You're like really quiet, Taylor.
Sorry, it sounds like for your objectives and for your objections to it, it sounds like you were on the right track.
Oh.
Did you just take the ball gag out, Taylor?
I asked nicely and he said yes.
Oh.
No, I moved closer to the computer because my Bluetooth only likes a certain amount of distance.
Oh.
Dude.
The thing is though, like it is dangerous to put stuff out there. I've heard of that before. You know, it's like just some guy with not that many followers, you know, gets fired and stuff like that, or has a hard time at work because people don't like to agree with it. You know, or he's criticizing females in general in society. You know, and how they act and things. Well, that's it's entitled to his opinion. Why is that? You know, based on fact, might add, but just for being a conservative, it's not a good climate.
Yeah. Yeah, I can only. Oh, that would be so weird to be like, applying for a job and then being like, "Well, we found your YouTube channel." Like, what? I got weirded out also because with some of the like people in the MBTI community, I just got weirded out that they were like following my stuff so closely and that they knew so much about me, or I don't know. I just don't know what kind of people are out there, and that kind of weirds me out. So I have a
Is it still up? Is the channel still up?
Well, I made a new one, but I don't have any videos up on it. It's the overly emotional female. But
Oh, that came up.
It's a catchy name.
It came up in the autocomplete when I was like the overly emo, and it said overly emotional female.
it's because I just said it and your Google heard you.
Yeah,
heard
that's
me.
probably
Shit.
true.
Because that happens to me all the time.
It's Facebook.
No, it's Google as well. You know, Google takes. I mean, it can record your mic.
Yeah, I know. I've got that feature turned off. And, like, who knows if it does or not? But the fact that people turn off the tracking on their cell phone, but have no idea that it's everything and more is getting clocked into Google, is a little bit concerning.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I share my page?
But we all pay hundreds and thousands of dollars each year. I mean, thousands of dollars per person each year, I'm sure, to be able to have Google's tracking devices on us. It's Big Brother.
I mean, I wanted to do like an MBTI related channel, but I just didn't feel like I had enough of a clear knowledge to start that or start talking about it, because I start talking about it, I'm still kind of confused about some of it, and it doesn't necessarily make complete sense for me to like talk out loud about it yet. So when I feel more comfortable, I'll probably make some videos just to like.
Excuse me.
Cool thing about MBTI is you can generally make shit up as you go.
Well, see, that's the problem, though. I don't want to just make shit up because it's not Janelle's version of MBTI. I want there to be a universal understanding. You know, I don't want to be like, okay, well, this is my interpretation of it, because my interpretation will conflict with
matter.
Huh?
Then you have the wrong subject matter.
No, that's not how it works. Because if anyone can just make it into their own interpretation, then you have a million different theories going around, and everyone's identifying them as MBTI when they're not actually MBTI. It's their own version or an accurate version of that.
You already have that to an extent, but the nature of psychological profiling is that I don't see how you could ever have it nailed down. Like anything psychological is subject to some sort of
there's a basis of
There you go. What a coward. She bailed.
I was gonna say, wouldn't me.
There's a basis. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't do
it. There's a basis of what these terms mean, and it all has together, not contradicting one or the other. I'm sure there's not going to be some exact thing, because, you know, people are different in ways, but in certain ways they are the same. And if you go about making your own meaning of it, it's going to I don't know. I just find it annoying when people put their own spin on it and then put it out there on fucking YouTube and shit saying this is MBTI terms and this is what they are, when it's not. They're not conveying what it actually is. They're just making their own shit up.
Well, psychology is people's observation and best explanation of something that no one actually created and doesn't fully understand. So how should we refine our understanding of this system without sort of organic hodgepodge?
Because there's certain things that are standard.
And I agree that there's a certain amount of misrepresentation that people do just because they have a YouTube channel or the internet or whatever as to their own authority. But in general, I think that this sort of community-based, anyone's ideas can go to the pot sort of grappling with topics is probably the most legitimate way to get actual truth, or the closest to it, because people will sort of naturally correct each other. But to say that someone like Jung or whoever put, because he was the first person to put observation or put terms in a system to observations of already originating human behavior, to say that he invented it and that there's a right way or a wrong way is kind of missing the nature of the beast, it seems like.
So you're saying that it is open for interpretation?
Well, I think that as long as we have, to an extent, I think that the definitions of the types and the functions are the cornerstone of a lot of discussions and a lot of rightly so observations that are correct, but neither fall within MBTI or socionics or Enneagram. I think that you can take these definitions that we, the community of armchair psychologists, have found to be consistently accurate and relatable.
Okay, so if you're going to do that, you need to redefine the whole system and put it all out there, not just one portion of it, and say, well, this is what I think, because what you think and what they're only getting from what you're saying is only a portion of the whole system, where your knowledge is going to conflict with the stuff they're